Scene 1, Living Wage. The life of Philadelphia in the early 1800s was amazing for many workers. In what was known as the workshop of the world, jobs were plentiful. Bills were paid on time, many Philadelphians were able to own their own houses, and most importantly, people had a chance at a living wage job. At the factory, Jack Frost Sugars, workers were able to clock in and work a good amount of hours, then clock out and get a good paycheck to go home. Yo, what's up, Tom? What's up, Tom? How you been?
Not much, chilling. How about you?
Oh, I'm good.
What's up, my brother? Stop playing. Why take this off real quick? A little bit tired and toasty in here. What's up, Bob? What's up, Mr. Jones? How much you make on your last paycheck?
Why, you want to double it?
No, now I get paid on my paycheck. You're assuming that you make more than me. Because you've been working here longer than me. I think I best for that.
Scene 2, Welcome to the Real World.
Hey. So keep a bag off my table. So you just got out of high school.
Yeah.
What you plan on doing with your future? You want to get married? You want to go to college?
Actually, I don't really know what I want to do for the rest of my life. I don't think high school's for me, and like, I don't think I'm ready for marriage yet. I'm not at that stage yet.
Well, that's no good. You need to plan on what you want to do with your future.
Yeah, I know. What if I work at your job? It pays good, right?
I mean, that's not a bad idea. But are you up for the job?
I don't see why not, right?
Scene 3, Philly as the workshop of the world. For decades after the Civil War, Philadelphia was known for being the workshop of the world. They were called that because of the manufactured hundreds of products and a lot of textiles, such as cloth and fabric. Scene 4, Curtains are closing for the factories.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I have a big announcement that I don't think that y'all will like to hear, but the factories are moving to the suburbs due to cheaper rent. Sorry for the inconvenience.
What the hell do you mean the factories are moving? This is how I provide for my son. You cannot do this to me. No, I am calm. I'm not about to let this man walk up in here like he owned a place and I've been working here for 7 years. This is nonsense.
For your frustration, ma'am. But I said what I said, and that's fine.
Scene 5, Deindustrialization. Deindustrialization was a period of time when the economy changed. Factories were being closed down and moved to the suburbs for cheaper rent for businesses. Cities like Philly saw factories closed all over. For people that lived in the cities were no longer able to have a factory job if they were not white. And if you were white, you had the white privilege, such as the highways. Scene 6, Welcome to the struggle. Years went on and the 2000s came. When the 2000s came, people were falling behind in their rent and barely able to put food on their table. They only were able to make fast money at either selling drugs or going to college or working at a service job. Scene 7, Eds and Meds. After deindustrialization, there were 2 kinds of jobs. There was service jobs and then eds and meds. If you were on a service job, it was like McDonald's, fast food, and like clothes stores. And you would get paid minimum wage, such as $7.25. If you wanted a living wage, you would have to get a job for the eds and meds, and that required a diploma. So if you did not graduate high school and you didn't get a degree in college, then you were not able to go work with eds and meds. Scene 8. Good things come to those who fight for it.
Why are you selling drugs? Do you have any idea how this can affect your life?
Mom, I'm really sorry. I am. Like, this, I have to. Like, you work at a dead-end job that barely pays you anything. Like, I want to contribute. You don't have any money for bills. Like, How are we gonna pay rent?
That's not something you need to be worried about. That's my job.
I mean, yeah, you're right, but like, still, I want to contribute. Like, this is the only way I can make money. Like, every job I work at, they don't pay me anything.
You should fight for better wages. I know this protest you can contribute in.